Welcome back to 843 TV. We're now joined by Dan Woods with Bluffton Town Council. Dan, thanks for joining us again.
Thank you for having me again.
Absolutely. So we're talking about a number of things happening here in Bluffton.
Yes.
And let's start with the dog park. Is it a reality?
Yes, it's going to happen.
All right.
They finally made it out of the wilderness.
Great.
It's been 10 years in the making, and my understanding is right now there's a MOU that is being signed between the county and the town and Friends of the Dog Park. It's actually in the hands of Beaufort County at this moment. And then once that is consummated, then that will come back to the town and we'll have a formal resolution sanctioning approval of the dog park, and then it will move on from there.
Okay, and where is it going to be?
The dog park is going to be at Oscar Frazier Park. When you first go in, just past the maintenance facility, be down on the right.
Okay.
Before you get to the ball fields, and I think it's like 8/10 of an acre.
Okay.
So it's going to be nice, and I think with the community right there at Bluffton Park, it's a good addition.
Absolutely.
And could you update us on some current construction projects the town's working on?
Everybody can see when you go down May River Road, we're doing streetscape project there. It's been long in the making, but it's taking place. It's part of our gateway to Bluffton. The other part that I'm excited about is the Dr. Mellichamp, which is not far from here, and that's going to be imperative to tying in the walkability of what we're trying to accomplish in the town of Bluffton. And also right there on the corner of Dr. Mellichamp is Goethe Rd, and all of this will encompass additional parking, and Goethe Rd will end up with some sidewalks all the way down. So we're doing a lot of good things from a streetscape perspective in the community.
Sounds great.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh,
Yeah.
Jason and Abel. We're doing sewer laterals over there on Jason and Abel Street. So.
Well, I tell you, being on Goethe Road, we're really excited to have the rest of the streetscaping come down here to really kind of bring everybody together. I think it's going to be awesome. So.
And again, it's building a walkable community.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, and I love that because I walk everywhere, so more sidewalks would be awesome.
Yeah, and golf cart. We got a lot of golf carts in the area too, so that's good. The town has had some recent land acquisitions. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Some of the properties that the town has purchased to help the community?
Yes, I think that we have made this council has been aggressive in making very strategic acquisitions. And frankly, from the community perspective, the feedback has just been great. We purchased a piece of land over off of Boundary Street. That's, I got to look at the number, 68 Boundary Street. It's about 1.4 acres over there. And that's located right next to Dubose Park. Anybody familiar with Dubose Park like we are, that park is slammed on the weekend. So there'll be a passive park beside it and some additional parking right there. Another piece that we acquired was over where Cross Fitness is at. So right off of Mellichamp, we don't know exactly what we're going to do there at this point, but there'll be another passive park there, potentially an open space on the corner or maybe some additional parking of some kind. And then I think the big acquisition, the one that I've heard, as long as I've lived in the greater Bluffton area, everybody's wanted what they call the Wright property, which is off of Calhoun Street. And that property was located right across from the Church of the Cross. It's waterfront, and that is going to be a real diamond for the citizens of Bluffton. And that's where the carriage house resides.
Now, is there going to be a renovation of the old house that's on there?
Yes.
It has some historical value,
Yes.
or?
That's part of our history. It's imperative that we maintain that. But this is down the road a little ways. We just purchased the property. That one was 1.27 acres, and actually the town partnered with the Land Trust Bank in Beaufort County, so they paid half, we paid half.
Now, will that project incorporate, is there something in the works for the dock to redo the public dock down there?
There is. There's funding already set aside for the public dock that's there to maybe do a little bit of an expansion. So the citizens of this great town can have more opportunity to be a part of the water access and enjoy the May River.
Yeah. Bluffton is booming, and y'all are doing a great job of controlling that growth, Dan. So let's talk a little bit about an existing property, Hilton Head National.
Right.
What is the town's and the council's position regarding Hilton Head National?
Well, we took a formal stance. We did a resolution that was unanimous on our part. This council spoke out together in one voice, you know, and let the county know that we just felt that, you know, with all of the growth that we're experiencing in the area, to really put something of that magnitude right at the foot of Hilton Head, between Hilton Head and Bluffton, was a bit much. And the town of Hilton Head responded in like manner with a letter as well to the county council.
Okay. The Field of Dreams Park. What's the talk about the Rotary and the Field of Dreams Park?
Well, Rotary built the Rotary Center at the Oscar Fraser Park years ago, and we also did the empty space there, what we call the Field of Dreams Park, which is an open park. And Dot Jager recently had approached me, she's a Rotarian, that the Rotary Club had a little extra cash and wanted to start working to make the park more friendly and, you know, usable. And so we talked about it, and in working with the town's going to actually provide a little bit of extra funding. As Rotary's going to come back and provide even more funding than originally they thought they would. It's a 3-year commitment on their behalf. And the more that we kept speaking about this park, Dot and I, the larger the vision became, and it just grew and grew and grew. And finally, a committee was put together of citizens and Rotarians to put a vision together for that park long term. And that's being worked on now as we speak by Whitmore Jones Kiefer. And I think it's going to be an award-winning park.
Oh, fantastic.
So there's looking at some upgrades to the park.
Yeah.
I think is what Rotary's talking about. And
Well, a pavilion, a playground. The playground
Yeah.
that's there will be enhanced. You know, some really nice entrances coming in, a pathway that's a 1/4 mile all the way around, so the community can hold additional events there, maybe tents on each side, electricity there for all kinds of good things.
Absolutely.
that'll be good.
And the town moving, lots of news here with quality of life kind of being a priority here for the town of Bluffton.
And that's really what it all boils down to every
Right.
day, quality of life.
Absolutely. Dan, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And stick around for another segment of 843 TV.